So, Kanye West, and this is gonna be super quick, ladies and gentlemen. We all know Kanye West. I don't know if this is his fault, if this is our fault, but after reading the post from Christina Crianti about the eating disorders, it made me look at Kanye West in a very different light. It is too easy. It is too easy for us to look at Kanye West and say he's insane, he's crazy, just keep making music. That makes us just as bad as those crazy right-wingers who tell these athletes, shut up and just play sports. You know, tell these entertainers, shut up and just sing. No, if we just put it in the box as Kanye is crazy because Kanye is crazy because Kanye is crazy and throws it away, there's no end to it. Obviously the signs were insane. Like last year, I think it was year or the year before, he literally got the ambulance called on him to take him into a mental facility. He has actual mental disorder. He does have a mental disorder. But because he has such a huge microphone, he has such a huge stage, he's married to a goddamn Kardashian, we all pack it up and type it together and say he's crazy, he's insane, what can we do? Kanye West has a mental disorder. He says it himself in this interview that he had with Donald Trump. And this is as clear as day. Like, if you watch, like, I just didn't understand what the hell Kanye was talking about. One second he would be talking about the prison industrial complex, and I'd be like, yes, Kanye, yes, let's talk about Chirac. Let's talk about what we can do better for the city that you grew up in. I was like, yes. And then in that same sentence, he would jump to talking about Adidas and why him not working for Adidas makes it a multi-universe. It's like, I could not. He was not making any sense. Donald Trump, the insane maniac that Donald Trump is, couldn't keep up with Kanye West. So just check out this mini clip of him actually telling the world, I have mental disorders and I'm not going to take my medication. I have mental disorders. Like, it's hard to watch. It's hard to it's impossible to comprehend. Just try to keep up. Try your best to keep up.
Get Hoover out because in an alternate universe, I am him. And I have to go and get him free because he was doing positive inside of Chicago. So I love Hillary, I love everyone, right? But the campaign, I'm with her, just didn't make me feel as a guy that didn't get to see my dad all the time, like a guy that could play catch with his son. It was something about when I put this hat on, it made me feel like Superman. You made a Superman, that's my favorite superhero. You have to bring manufacturing onshore, not even shore, into the core. It's not about the borders, the core of Adidas. And Chicago is the core of Middle America. We have to make Middle America strong. So I had the balls, because I had enough balls to put on this hat. I mean, this Adidas thing made me a billionaire. And I could have lost $200 million walking away from that deal. There's a lot of things affecting our mental health that makes us do crazy things, that puts us back into that trap door called the 13th Amendment. I did say abolish with the hat on, because why would you keep something around that's a trap door? And I actually wasn't bipolar. I had sleep deprivation, which could cause dementia 10 to 20 years from now, where I wouldn't even remember my son's name. So all this power that I got, and I'm taking my son to the Sox game and all that, I wouldn't be able to remember his name from a misdiagnosis. He also, as a guy that looks up to you, looks up to Ralph Lauren, looks up to American industry guys, non-political, no bullshit, put the beep on it, however you want to do it, 5 seconds delay, and just goes in and gets it done.
Yeah, what can you do? What can you do? I'm telling you, man, Kanye West, you need help. Chances of you ever seeing this video is 1 in 3 trillion. But I am going to speak to the camera. So if anyone out there, if you're watching, tweet this to Kanye. If you are a close buddy of Kanye West, please give him a hug and let him know. He needs the help. Like, how I don't, as a nurse, just watching that conversation, it is clear as day. He's not crazy. He's not insane. It's not that he's trying to be a dick and he wants to wear the MAGA hat just to wear the MAGA hat to piss people off. All that stuff might be very small parts of the issue. But something is off. Something is actually off with Kanye West. And as long as we just sit back and say, oh, I'll take it as long as he makes music, we become the horrible person. We become the assholes that say shut up and saying, I don't care what happens with you personally. All I want is the music that you produce. All I want is what you can give me. We become now those asshole, consumers. And like, I don't know what the deal is with all of the other superstars, but I do know in recent past, everyone has been pointing at Kanye and laughing. Everyone has been pointing at Kanye and saying, you're an asshole. Everyone has been pointing at Kanye. And even on the other side, even those super hardcore Kanye fans who would never, ever, 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 ever disrespect him or say something negative about him, they point at Kanye and say he's a genius because I can't understand him. No! That doesn't make him a genius. That makes him confused. That's him having an issue. There's an actual problem there. He's not a genius because you can't understand these insane rants that he goes on. It was just impossible for me to keep up with. So he's not a genius. And he's not a douchebag. I don't think he's a douchebag. Like I said, when he was talking about the prison industrial complex, I was like, yes, I feel like he actually cares. He really does care. But there's something going on with Kanye. There's something going on with Kanye mental disorder-wise. There's a mental illness that he needs actual help for. He says that he was bipolar. He says that he gets these manic, sane, crazy situations. If he does, we need to do something about that. We can't just let him, just let him be because we like the music that he creates. That's just not the way. And I just wanted to put that out there in the world. Bell, so every time Q the Nurse drops some hot, fresh press news. Thank you. Catch you next week. Deuces.